What is a space cushion? A. Head protection in the event of a crash. B. A new technology for airbags. C. Space to the sides of your vehicle to change lanes. D. Empty space all around your vehicle that allows you to react to hazards. What is a space cushion? D. Empty space all around your vehicle that allows you to react to hazards. A space cushion describes the empty space to the sides, behind, and in front of your vehicle that gives you more time, space, and options to react to hazards on the road. When you identify a hazard, it's always best to have options to choose from. This could include slowing down, stopping, changing lanes, or swerving. Keeping a space cushion around your vehicle gives you access to these options at all times. If you are in the intersection when the light turns red. A. Make a U-turn. B. Stop until the light turns green. C. Reverse back behind the limit line. D. Proceed through when traffic clears. If you are in the intersection when the light turns red. D. Proceed through when traffic clears. If you are already in the intersection when the light turns red, you should proceed through the intersection when it is safe to do so. The most common time you'll find yourself in this situation is when you have entered the intersection and are waiting to make an unprotected left turn. In situations where there is a constant flow of traffic approaching from the opposite direction, you may not have a chance to turn until the light changes. A good space cushion is likely to A. Give you more time and space to react to hazards. B. Prevent you from following other vehicles too closely. C. Provide you with more room for evasive maneuvers. D. All of these. A good space cushion is likely to D. All of these. A proper space cushion all around your vehicle is one of the most important aspects to driving defensively and being a safe driver. A space cushion, which consists of adequate space in front, behind, and to the sides of your vehicles, gives you more time and space to react to hazards on the road. Which of the following roadways freezes first when wet? A. Intersections. B. Freeways. C. Sunny areas. D. Bridges and overpasses. Which of the following roadways freezes first when wet? D. Bridges and overpasses. Due to their height, bridges and overpasses typically freeze before other areas of the road. Bridges and overpasses can often hide spots of ice that you may not expect. If there is moisture on the road or in the air and the temperatures are cold, you should expect to encounter ice on the road. A white painted curb means A. Parking is for vehicles displaying handicap placards only. B. You cannot stop there at any time. C. You can stop there only to load or drop off passengers or mail. D. You can park there on Monday through Friday. A white painted curb means C. You can stop there only to load or drop off passengers or mail. A white curb indicates that you can only stop there for as long as it takes to load or unload passengers or mail. White curbs are common near post offices or mailboxes. Stopping or parking at a white curb for reasons other than dropping off mail or passengers can result in a parking ticket or having your vehicle towed. If you are parked or stopped at the curb and you want to pull out into a traffic lane, you should A. Pull back into the road as quickly as possible. B. Turn on your signal and wait for a large enough gap in traffic. C. Turn on your signal and pull out since the other cars must yield to you. D. Wait until traffic has a red light at the nearest intersection. If you are parked or stopped at the curb and you want to pull out into a traffic lane, you should B. Turn on your signal and wait for a large enough gap in traffic. Whenever you're pulling back into traffic from a parking spot, it is your responsibility to yield the right-of-way to traffic on the road and merge safely. If it is difficult for you to see the traffic in the road, be sure to pull forward as slowly as possible until you are able to see approaching vehicles or bikes. You are required to yield to traffic that is already in the road. When driving behind another vehicle at night, you should A. Use your low beam headlights. B. Use your high beam headlights. C. maintain a 2-second following distance. D. None of these. When driving behind another vehicle at night, you should A. Use your low beam headlights. Whenever you are driving around other vehicles at night, your headlights should always be on the low beam setting. High beam headlights can create glare for other drivers and make them temporarily blinded. When you are driving behind other vehicles moving in the same direction, keep your low beams on. When there are vehicles approaching you from the opposite direction, you should also switch to your low beams. If traffic is traveling faster than the posted speed limit, A. You may travel no faster than the posted speed limit. B. You can legally travel faster than the posted speed limit. C. You should be driving at 10 miles per hour under the posted speed limit. D. You should drive at the same speed as other traffic. If traffic is traveling faster than the posted speed limit, A. You may travel no faster than the posted speed limit. If traffic around you is speeding, you must still drive no faster than the posted speed limit. Regardless of how fast other traffic is driving, if you are pulled over for speeding over the maximum speed limit, you will receive a traffic ticket. The maximum speed limit is the top speed you are permitted to drive under good conditions. In less than ideal conditions, you will likely need to adjust your speed to drive slower than the posted speed limit. A funeral procession has the right of way at intersections, unless A. The traffic light is red. B. An emergency vehicle is responding to an emergency with lights or sirens. C. It is a Wednesday. D. It is turning left. A funeral procession has the right of way at intersections, unless B. An emergency vehicle is responding to an emergency with lights or sirens. In most cases, a funeral procession, which consists of a caravan of cars headed to a cemetery or place of worship, has the right of way at an intersection. If the lead car passes through an intersection, the cars that are following it are generally allowed to follow, even if the light has turned red. Sometimes, the funeral procession will be escorted by police vehicles to help guide and direct traffic. If your car breaks down, you should A. Get off the road as quickly by changing multiple lanes at once. B. Use your turn signals to carefully exit the road, pull as far off the road as possible, and turn on your hazard lights. C. Stop your vehicle where it is. D. Pull off to the left side of the road. If your car breaks down, you should B. Use your turn signals to carefully exit the road, pull as far off the road as possible, and turn on your hazard lights. Mechanical failures and car trouble can happen at any time. Be it a flat tire, electrical issues, or something wrong with the engine, having your car break down while driving can be a dangerous situation. It is important to know how to handle it as safely as possible. Great job! Here are some of your next steps to getting your learner's permit or driver's license. Read and study the official driver handbook from your state DMV. Take more free practice tests at puedomanejar.com. Gather all your necessary forms and documents before you visit the DMV office. Before you know it, you'll be driving in your very own car all by yourself. puedomanejar.com. Free DMV practice tests and much more to help you pass your real exams. Visit us today.